Hello and welcome to this complete Java tutorial series from Mascot Tech. In a previous video, we started learning about control flow in Java, and specifically, we learned about if and if-else conditions. The last part of control flow is called a switch, and in this video, we will learn about the switch statement that helps us control the flow of our programs in Java applications. What is a switch statement? A switch statement is an alternative to an if-else. Specifically for this, the last one, if-else, whenever we have like multiple conditions to check and where we have multiple if-else conditions, in that situation we could use a switch statement instead of an if-else statement. So it's not something like you have to use both. Either you can use if-else, or you could use a switch statement, whichever you prefer. The only difference between the two is their syntax is a little bit different, and also the kind of condition they require is also a little bit different. In the if condition, we require a Boolean value. However, in a switch, it is not a Boolean value. It is either an integer value, or string object, or an enumeration, or an ina. So that is the only difference. Now let's go into Eclipse and see this in action. Let's open previous workspace. This is a code from a previous video, which is about if and if-else conditions. So we have this one, right? If mark is greater than or equal to 90, else if mark is greater than or equal to 80, blah, blah, else this. This can be rewritten using a switch statement. But let's switch gears and let's do another one. For that, let's come here and create a new class. We are in the control flow example. The src, right click and create new, say class, and let's say switch. Let's call it switch, public static for the main, remember this one, then finish. Let's get rid of this one. Now I want to use something called Gregorian calendar class. Gregorian calendar equals calendar. Let's import this Gregorian calendar. We have this package from Java, so we can use this Gregorian calendar. Well, what I'm trying to do is I want to display like good morning, good afternoon, or good evening by using time of the day. Like if the time is between 1 and 12, I want to say good morning. If it's in the afternoon, I want to say good afternoon, and if it's in the evening, I want to say good evening, and I'm trying to use that one. Let's put semicolon here, and let's create an int. We call it hour. Now we want to get the hour of the day from this variable. Gregorian calendar that get let's say calendar that hour of day. We have something called calendar. We have this calendar package from Java. So we are using that one to get the hour of the day. So from this Gregorian calendar, we get the current date, and then from that one, we will get the hour of the day, because in this returns an integer value that represents the time of the day. Okay, now we go into our switch statement. Switch, we put it like this, say hour case 2 case 3 is still a morning. Case 4 is it's confused. And before that, let's create a string variable, string rating. Grading plus equals name color and do break. Case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Case, okay, now this will be 13, 14, 15. Case 16. Reading less equals afternoon. Break. Default. Reading plus equals evening. One thing I forgot, we need to put these because they're in the same block. We need to put them in curly braces. Need to do the same here as well. And also here. Okay, this is the syntax of a switch statement. So what we have is we have switch, and then we put the variable that we want to compare, and that, as I said earlier, it should be an integer value or a string value, or it can be an enumeration value. Use these, not a Boolean one. And then we check the different values of this variable. So how do we do that? We use these case statements. So we say case and then the value of the hour. If the hour is 1, we want to do something. If the hour is 2, now in this case we are doing the same thing for all of these. So that's why we don't have anything after 1 in here. We just have a colon and nothing after that. That is because we want to take this action for all of these, ones. So we say case 1, colon, case 2 colon, case 3, and then so on, to case 12, and then at the end, what are we saying? In here we created this greeting variable, string variable, and it has a value of good in space. And then in here we are appending this plus equals is it appends this string value to this string value. So it will be good space morning, and then this break one helps the code to get out of the rest of these. If I don't have this break, it will try to execute all of these as well. So we have to put this break after that. And when the hour is 13, 14, 15, or 16, we are appending afternoon instead of morning. So this will be false. So it will come here and check this, and then it will do this one. And then it will break out. If this is false and also this is also false, it will go into the default case. This will be similar to the else block of the if-else condition. So in that case, it will say good evening. So if the hour is greater than 16, it will print out good evening. Okay, so let's save this one and run and see. And here, save. So maybe this one will be good. Okay, minimize this. I saved it. Now let me run and see the result. We're not getting anything because we forgot to print the result of greeting. Okay, this ends this one. So after this one, let's print it out. System that out that println, and then agree. And now let's save this. Click on this ellipsis, choose switch, and then run. Okay, as you can see here, it's printed out good evening. because it is evening. That at the time that I'm recording this, it's 9:05. So it is an evening. It printed out good evening. First, I created this variable, good space, and then it checks one of these. This is false. Comes here. This is false because this is in 24 hours, and 9 will be 9 plus 12. 9 plus 2 is like, it's 21 hours now. So it will count to the default, and it will have the greeting variable will have good space evening. So that's why it printed out this one. So this is all about a switch statement. Hope this video was helpful, and if that's the case, show me that by using the thumbs up button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section and I will answer them as soon as possible. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I release new videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.